morning, this is Marlene with Dixie Quilters, and I just wanted to show you what I've been working on recently. This is the My Autumn Garden, and it is just fun for fall, and my camera keeps sliding. Let me see if I can get it to stay where I want it. There we go. And it's called My Autumn Garden, and it is by the Prairie Grove Peddler, designs by Cheryl Haynes. I got this pattern at Soft Squares, and I just love it because it's just perfect for scraps and for my fall, getting ready for fall, having some nice things to put up on the walls for September, October, November. I sort of group those 3 months together and just do Thanksgiving-y, fall, pumpkin-y things for all 3 months. And I don't really decorate Halloween, but I just do fall. So I have this one I just finished, and you can see that it's all scrappy. And let me get it off the wall, we'll look at it closer. You see, in the design, it wanted some bright oranges and yellows and browns, and I just really went with the soft shades. Went with the soft shades of these like golden gingham. And then I was able to find more of that fabric in one of my stash bundles that I bought from Soft Squares on one of the live sales. And so I just did the border in a variety of these. They're all in that same family of color. They gotta be all Riley Blake, gingham, plaid. You know, they all look they're indistinguishable with color between one another. And then simply using all of my scraps for background. I noticed that when I used this one, instead of the paler brown beiges and yellowy beiges, it just stood out too much. And so this one was that color as well, and I took it out and replaced it with the pale. And there was another piece that I took out and replaced also. So going forward, if I'm gonna do a scrappy background, they really need to have really close color density, I guess is how you'd say it, you know, because this one is a pale color, but it's too dense and it sticks out. Whereas this is not white here. This is not even cloud. This is a beigey color that has just a little bit of a mottled beigeness to it. You can see it in some of it. Can you see that at all? That it's not white, that it does have some kind of a beigey color to it. It makes it look antiqued. I don't know where I got that. I used it with that first kaleidoscope quilt that I made as the background. And my lady who did the quilting on it was not Lynn this time. That was about 5 years ago or 4 years ago. And she did it with a regular pantograph, I think. And she called me and said, I think that your fabric has been stained. I said, no, that's just sort of a little hint of a color to it. Don't worry about it. Keep going. So that's some remnants of that fabric. And then my pumpkins, I think I made a pumpkin something last fall, and it had these same colors in it. So we'll have 2 pumpkin quilts that will have the same pumpkin colors, but that'll be okay. It was a wall hanging too. I think I could go back and find it. Maybe I'll put a short up with both of them or something. But this is a flimsy, and it's one that I will finish it for this year because I just love it. And you notice that the colors that they used were not, the oranges were similar, but the leaves it was sort of a gray green. So I did look for that in my stash and found sort of a gray green, and that would be what color a leaf would be in the fall, you know, as it loses its greenness and begins to wilt and fade. So that's cool. And then this green here, this was such a super Dyna-Wappin deal from Soft Squares about a year ago or more that I bought some 108 just to use as green. And it's the perfect olivey green heading towards olivey green instead of fur green, you know, that matches with these that have a bit of a yellowy green look to them. Anyway, so that is my project called My Autumn Garden. And you know, if you didn't want to do this from your scraps, there is a kit coming out from Soft Squares right now that is available. It was on sale last night on the live, so it's good. The sale is good through Saturday as long as they have them. And they had 2 or 3 kits, and it's very similar to this, but all kitted and ready to roll and bigger. Because this is a wall hanging, and I think that one sounded like a throw size. But it was really gorgeous and very similar. It had sunflowers, stems, crows, pumpkins. So it was very similar. So check out Soft Squares, my favorite site. Okay, so that's all for this little video. Just a quickie to talk to you about how do you do my autumn garden. Well, I cut out the pieces. Well, first you gotta dig through your stuff and find the fabrics you wanna use. I cut out my pieces in an afternoon. The next day I went to town putting it together. And yesterday before work I put the borders on it and got it ready to be sandwiched. So, you know, it's lots of cutting. Do you get a lot of scam calls like I do? I get them constantly. And now that I have a wristwatch that talks to me, I have more to deal with, it seems like, anyway. It's very much like an Elizabeth Hartman pattern. Lots of diagrams, a lot of pieces, a lot of, but they all go together nicely, and it's intuitive. It's not rocket science, okay? It is intuitive. You know, if you look at the picture, you can tell where it's supposed to be going, and then it has very nice drawings. And I just thought it was wonderful. And I am going to use that same inner border as the binding to sort of make that pale yellow border pop. You know, I want to bring, because these borders were deep and dark, but I'm using the pale yellow flower fabric for the outer border. So I'm going to use the green inner border again on the binding and just make it cohesive. Close it up, bring it together. So that's my autumn garden. Okay, hope you have a good day. This is a little midweek project for Marlene. All right, take care. Bye-bye.